Hello, my name is Berima Amo. I'm a trumpet player, singer, artist, composer, and arranger. Yes, I've been playing music since I was 5. I was in Jontai and played with Jontai, and then when I finished Jontai, I went to music school in Amsterdam, and that's where I'm based. In Amsterdam, playing Highlife, playing jazz, playing world music, soul music, gospel. Yes. Highlife is not dead. We are killing it in Ghana, but outside Ghana, Highlife is not dead. Festivals like Highlife. Highlife is a big demand, but because of some of the things that have happened, and people have called it funeral music, people have called it rich people music because let me start with the funeral music. The funeral music is, the reason why it became funeral music is because of the curfews and the coup d'etats that happened here in Ghana. So after 6 p.m. nothing is supposed to happen, then which venue is going to survive and hire band to play? So what happened was that all the musicians, most of them moved to Nigeria, and some of them, the rest that were here, moved into the churches. And so then the churches kept Highlife rolling. But we remember the time when in churches we used to play bamboo, And so when the bandsmen came into the churches, then the churches started to buy some guitars and some drums, so that, and then the music started to change in the church. But the church kept the Highlife going, until Kufuor's time, when Kufuor's government removed a certain tax on instruments. Because when I was in Ghana before I left for you, it was very hard to come by instruments, And so when Kufuor's government, the government of Ghana removed a certain tax on instruments, then instruments started coming to Ghana, and that happened that's been like maybe 15 years now. And so now when you go to town, a lot of the boys have their own instruments. In our time, it wasn't like that, So these are some of the changes that come, and this is where government help also helps, And so I'm glad for that. I have a strong hope for Highlife music in Ghana coming in the future. Unfortunately now, if you have a Highlife song, there's no radio program on radio right now that plays new Highlife music. They play them and the old timers, but there's not a single DJ in Ghana that plays Highlife music. You see, so there's a big problem. So that's the funeral part, and then the people calling it music that only high class people can pay for. Is because bands were very expensive. Like I talked about the instruments, and the paying of the band. So it's not everybody that can do it. So sometimes people see it as high class people that can only afford it. But right now, I think that the bands, we have different bands on different levels in Ghana. But Highlife is really not that. It's one of the most sought after musics in festivals abroad. It's being killed in Ghana. So, and the other thing is that the people on the radio, in the media, don't even know what Highlife is. So I heard people defending the fact that Highlife Award was given to best Highlife song was given to Shatta Wale. So I asked them the question that if a festival wants to bring one artist from Ghana to represent Highlife in a festival, do you think Shatta Wale will be the one to do that, to represent? No, it's not possible. You understand? And a lot of people call Kujuntri's music Highlife, a lot of people call Daddy Lumba's music Highlife, but they themselves don't call it Highlife. It's because we don't know. So there's a knowledge vacuum, and then there's the real music vacuum that we have to fill. But I have hope for the next generation, because I know that they are coming with full speed. They are having some ideas in their heads that they want to express. We just have to create the room and give inspiration so that they can voice that out. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so one time I was on tour in South America, and I was in a town in Suriname called Mungu. It's a bauxite town. And we were playing, and then the music was going, and I saw a certain African-looking drum in the corner. So I just brought it on stage and I started to play it, and the place really went wild, And after that, the elders were talking. They were like, "Wow, you play the drum like the way it's supposed to be played." Some people were emotional, and others were like, "Wow, like now we feel like we've always heard that we are Ghanaians, but it's like today you brought proof." And so after the tour, when I got back to Amsterdam, it really hit me. I was like, wow, it's like the African drummers travel around the world, and the influences of the African drum on all sorts of music, especially black music. When they went as slaves, they still took the rhythm in their hearts, and they've been able to use it to make other music. And then now we are even inspired by those songs. And those musics that is coming from South America, like the salsa, the merengue, the blues, the jazz, soul, R&B, it's all comes from the root. The root of that is just the African drum. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do an album that celebrates that brings it in full circle. So that was the inspiration behind the album. Yeah. So there are different types of music. Unfortunately, the colonizers called their music serious music. Meanwhile, you see, the first music school in Europe was built by a black man called Blackbird. Okay, he built it in Valencia and taught classical, taught choral music, and the way to play the lute called El Lute. You see, but we don't know it again. You see, so but our music, the purpose of music is to inspire and to make life easier and to help you to think. So that when you are doing a hard chore, you can sing and then you forget about the chore a bit. You understand? So we need music to help us relax. You understand? But we also need music to help us think. We need both. Me, I like hip life. You understand? I love, because it's danceable music. It has its place. But we cannot throw our own away and take only that. See, the most expensive concert tickets in Europe are the classical concert tickets. The least sometimes you can get is 125 euros. Yes. Classical music. Because that's where the government puts their money. You see? So those people, they are never hungry. Highlife musicians in Ghana should never be hungry. The others should be hungry. Highlife. You see, Europeans, they like highlife, they like jazz, they like all the styles of black music, but they will never throw their violin away for your own, for your drum. Never. You see? So we have to now start to think about how we're going to have conscious music. I can't have a song. What do you think they're telling the women? They are teaching the women to marry around the neighborhood and not to travel far to go and marry. You understand? So, of course, songs are used to shape culture. There are revolutions that have been started with music. So, yes, we need both. I'm here in Ghana to make music and to contribute my little to the so-called industry. I feel like there's no industry in Ghana. Because industry is when a group of people come to set standards that brings growth to a certain area of the nation. So doctors come together and then they form a group and then they make laws and guidelines to guide them to become better doctors. But we, the musicians, we call it an industry, but there's nothing. There's no standards. You understand? So the rock industry have a certain type of drum that they use. They don't just play any drum. But so what's the drum we use for playing our life? It's just any drum. So we don't have an industry. What's the bass sound? What is that sound? Every genre has a sound. So I think that we should start to correct that and take our music serious. Because we play high life. So when you're playing world music, you play world music. When it gets to high life, it's like there's a dip. Because there's no sound with it. You see? And so yes, I'm here to play with my band. I love my band, the Cabo Band. We have some of these amazing musicians playing. I'm playing with such amazing musicians like Bernard on sax, Victor on keys, Bright on bass, Frank on drums, Bano on percussions, and then Queba on vocals. I mean, I cannot put any better band together. 3 of the band members have been featured on CNN Focus on Africa. You know, so we're talking about high quality musicians that Europeans realize that are top quality musicians, even though Ghanaians don't take them to use them to do anything. You understand? So we're trying to revive something. And my purpose is to just give the young musicians inspiration that you can do nice things with Highlife. I'm here to make music and play and enjoy myself. I'm back home, year of return, right? It's a couple of factors. Like I said, the other one, the cruise and the other things, the musicians, the drain of musicians leaving the country, brain drain. It didn't only happen with doctors and nurses and things, it also happened with musicians. So that's the consequences of cruise and destabilization of a nation. We lose our creative arts. So that was a big thing. And then also I find that the media in Ghana is very money hungry. Everything has to they like instant things. And I'm not talking about the consumers. I'm talking about the media people. They are so much into hype and not substance. So we like things that we just trend today and then finish. You know, and everything is based on money. So if you're a good musician and you're in Ghana and you don't have money, you cannot make it. Nobody will hear your music. So then we hear a lot of noise because the people that make noise have money. I personally know that Ghanaians like that. I was in Kumasi doing a workshop and I asked them a question, because somebody asked me the same question. And I told them that when they go to church and the musicians play a reggae song and then they play a Highlife song, which one do people dance more to? Okay. So the people want the Highlife, but we are not giving it to them. We have created blocks, people have built small kingdoms and small economies around the media, and they are not allowing Highlife through. That is the problem. That is the problem. So then when here we start to play reggae, or we start to play Highlife, or we start to play any other song, and we play Highlife, the people will dance to Highlife. Both Ghanaians and foreigners will dance more to Highlife. So then why aren't we giving the people what they want? Like I said, the media, the people that are supposed to give us substance, are giving us hype. And everybody wants to be rich in one day. So it's just money and payola and this. And I don't mind payola and all those things, but it's becoming too much. We've made it, and it's like a theatre thing. It's really bad. You know, so we need a cleaning of the system. And the people who sit on radio and scream at government, the media people that scream, they are the ones causing this thing. So they should change. And then government can change. That's a good question. I can tell you easily. But you see, this is what I want you to do as a media person. You see, Ampedu is still alive. Iboteku is still here. Ambule is still here. All these great people, Professor John Collins is still here. Konimo is still here. Why don't you go and ask them? Why aren't we drawing from the people that came before us? So I can tell you, but go and speak to the fathers. They are our legends. Go and speak to them. Why isn't the media speaking to them? That's why the media doesn't know anything about our life. Because forgetting that they are the ones that are holding experiences and holding the greatness or your greatness in their hand. They can tell you something that you don't know. But I'll tell you about Highlife. I'll tell you one thing. That Highlife started as a result of the Europeans bringing some of their people in their colonies from South America to Africa. And then when they came, they mixed together and then
they started to produce the music. So our version of music from America is Highlife. You see, the gourmet is not a Ghana instrument. It's an instrument that the Ghans went on a project, a carpentry project somewhere, and then they met the Jamaicans. It's a Jamaican instrument, okay? And then they brought it to Ghana. Palogo is a music note from the 19th century. Palogo came out of Highlife, like Bobobo. It's not the other way around. The guy that invented Palogo died like maybe 20 years ago. No journalist will tell you this because nobody knows. So go and interview the legends and the big guys. Let them come on the media and tell us and share their experiences with us. And then stop giving Highlife awards to people that don't know what Highlife is.